Hi guys, in this video I got some Photoshop tips and tricks that I think you'd need to know, so let's get to it. This one is about undoing stuff forever, and by forever I mean up to 1,000 times. So generally when we press Ctrl Z we can undo stuff about 20 times or 50 times or whatever the number is set on the settings. And if you wanted to change that to a higher number, then we will be going over here to edit, and then we will be scrolling down. We will be going down to preferences, performance, so we will be getting the settings. Here on the right side we got this history states, and we can change that. We can max that by moving to the right, so it's 1000. And next time I'll click OK, and the next time we restart our computer, it will undo up to 1,000 times. This one is about selecting objects. We have this round rectangle selected, so I'll over here on the layers panel we have this rounded rectangle selected, so I'll turn this on and off for you to see which one it is. And if we wanted to select this one, for example, so I'll just click on that, and as you can see it doesn't select it. So how do we select this? So by either locating it over here on the layers one by one, or if we press Ctrl and then click on it, so it selects that. And if we wanted to select multiple objects, then we will be pressing Ctrl and then dragging, making a selection like so. So they are both selected, just like in other vectoral programs like Illustrator. And if we try to make a selection while not pressing Ctrl, it doesn't work. And I'll show you how to zoom in as well. So generally we will be pressing Alt and then scrolling mouse wheel up and down to zoom in. But if you want to zoom into a specific object, then we will be going to the layers panel, and then say if I want to zoom into this triangle, so just have this selected, then press Alt and then click on it, so it zooms in right into that. So we got this text layer over here, and if we double click on it on layers panel, we get this option for layer style. So we will add a stroke effect to it, change the color to red, and we can scale it down if you want to. And we got the settings for position, so we can have those reds on the inside, we can have them on the center. We will have this at outside for now, so I'll click on OK. And if you wanted to see only these outlines, these red lines, then we will be going over here to fill and reduce this to 0. So as you can see, we got the text outlines. And if we had this at 100, and then instead of fill, if we reduce the opacity, then we will be having it completely removed. But when we reduce the fill to 0 only, it doesn't touch the effects over here. This one is about colorizing photos. So we download a black and white photo like so, and to give this photo colors, we go over here to filter, neural filters, and wait for this one to load. So this one is for the newer versions of Photoshop. You won't be seeing this in older versions, so we go over here to colorize, turn this on, and Photoshop does a pretty good job colorizing black and white photos. So we got some other settings here. We could play with the saturation, We could make it more saturated if we wanted to. And some other settings over here. So here we got before and after. So we got our background over here, and let's say we want to add a smoke effect to it. And usually if we search on Google by typing in smoke PNG or so, we will be getting a smoke effect with transparent background. But in case we didn't get it, if that's not the case for us, if we got it something like that with black background or so, a simple solution to that would be, let me move this down first, like so. A simple solution for this would be to go over here to blending modes. So we change this from normal to multiply. If it changes to multiply, it shows the blacks and doesn't show the whites. And if it change multiply, if we change this to screen, then it shows the whites and doesn't show the blacks. So we can scale it up or so now and place to anywhere we need. So there we have our smoke effect. So we got this design here, and let's say we want to make changes to text or so, or if you wanted to change, if you wanted to import a new photo or so, if we are designing for social media. So what we would usually do is we will be using a plain design and make changes to that, but we could also go to image over here, image, and then click on duplicate, and then we could rename this to design 2. Click OK, and as you can see, it created a new tab for us, which is renamed to design 2. And so we can change the text over here. We can make our small changes. So I'll make this perfect tie. And let me upload a new photo here. So here we got it. And what's this useful for is that if we were called one day to make small changes to this tie design or so, and we can go over here to design 2. It creates a new PSD file or whatever the name you've given to the project. So we will be opening that and make the changes we need. And that will be it for this tutorial. You can let me know what you think of it. I'm thinking of making series of this if I have enough free time. If you like the content, you can subscribe to the channel, hit the like button as well, and see you on the next video.